Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And in today's episode, I got a pretty interesting one for you. The topic is Metta World Peace exposes the real reason NBA players seem to dislike Giannis Antetokounmpo. So that's the topic I'm going to get into in today's video. But before we get into that, I want you guys to please make sure you go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we drop our content. Also, make sure you check out Dreamerspro Max, an online sports community, a place you can talk about basketball, chat live during games. We have that link in the comment section, and also make sure you click the join button to become a member of the channel. Anyway, let me get into this topic here. So yesterday, we're just relaxing, watching some videos on the internet, and I saw a snippet or an episode or whatever, a segment from the Shannon Sharpe podcast, I think, Club Shay with Shannon Sharpe, right? And I saw a video or a segment with him and Ron Artest talking, Metta World Peace talking. And Ron Artest said something very, very interesting that I want to get into today. Now, listen, we've done a number of videos on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and we basically discussed the dichotomy between Giannis, some NBA players, and some media members. For whatever reason, Giannis, they're trying to, the funniest thing is, it's like they're trying to put an asterisk on the accomplishment or on Giannis Antetokounmpo's, winning this NBA championship. But last year in the Orlando bubble, everybody did their best to legitimize it. Most people try to legitimize it, but this guy goes out there, wins an NBA championship, and all of a sudden we're now trying to nitpick this guy's game, talking about whether or not he's skilled and all of these different things. Something that I think is just absolutely absurd. This guy went out there and put forth a show. He delivered one of the greatest performances, single game performances you will ever see in an NBA Finals game. That's what he did, right? He showed you that, listen, if you work hard, you have a lot of stick-to-itiveness, you're dogged about the things the things you're trying to accomplish, and you keep trying to improve, you may ultimately get the result that you're seeking to attain, right? Giannis Antetokounmpo did it the right way, so to speak. And I think a lot of people are criticizing him or not giving him his just due. Before I go too far and I get into the clip of what Ron Artest had to say, I want to give you guys Giannis Antetokounmpo's numbers in the playoffs. So in the finals, in the 6 games that he played in the NBA Finals, I want you guys to listen to these numbers. He averaged 35.2 points per game, right? Attempting 20 field goals per game. He shot 20% from the three. He was attempting 2.5, and we know that that's not his strong suit. He shot 66% from the free throw line, which is good for him. He got 13.2 rebounds, 5 assists, 1.2 steals, 1.8 blocks. In the closeout game, he had a 50-point double-double where he hit like 17 of his 19 free throws, and he just, he put on the show. So when people are out there, criticizing this guy, he's not this skilled, let me tell you something. There are a lot of skilled guys out there that I have not seen them do that I haven't seen do that on the biggest stage in the NBA. This guy went out there and did it. Let's just give him his props. And listen, Giannis is not my favorite player, but we got to get out of this. Like, just because a guy is not your favorite player or whatever it is, doesn't play for your team, it doesn't mean you can't give him props. Like, we're not in high school here. Like, come on. Like, I think some of us have to cut this out. And this goes for some fans and for some media members. But anyway, I was listening to Shannon Sharpe and Ron Artest, Metta World Peace talk in this soundbite, and he asked Metta World Peace a very interesting question. And the question was, would you have joined a LeBron James at the age of 26? So before I go too far, take a listen to what Ron Artest had to say when Shannon Sharpe posed this question to him. Take a listen to some of the things that he had to say.
If I could bring a 26-year-old Metta World Peace back right now, says, okay, 26-year-old, and you can go play for any team, who you going to play for?
Oh, no disrespect to anybody. I'm competitive.
Right.
At 26,
right.
I don't want to play with no all-star.
Well, you're not going to win no championship, right?
I'm going to championship.
How you going to win a championship?
Every team I played for in the playoffs, every team that I played went to the championship.
You're not beating Brooklyn if they're healthy. You're not beating Golden State if they're healthy. You're not beating the Lakers if they're healthy. You're not going solo. I understand you, Michael Jackson, but they got the Beatles over there.
In my mind,
they got the Eagles over there.
I know that. I mean, if you look at the stats when I played against a lot of great players, no disrespect,
Right.
sometimes they get 30, 40, that sounds good. But look at the other games.
Right.
And those numbers was very low.
Right. So you want to come back. So it seems to me you got a problem with the great players in today's game linking up. You
I don't
like
have a problem with it.
You don't have a problem
Just
with it?
personally, me, you know, I told a story a couple times, and I tell it because I'm honored. Like, so LeBron James hit me up one time when he was with the Cavs.
Right.
And I remember I was excited because LeBron hit me. I'm a big fan. Even though he's younger, I was a big fan.
Right.
But before that, I didn't want to play with Kobe, R.I.P. Kobe. I didn't want to play with LeBron. I didn't want to play with T-Mac. I wanted to play against these
them.
guys. So when LeBron hit me to come play with the team, I was like, I can't come play. You know?
Yeah.
Because of many reasons, but I can't come. And then I was trying to go to Detroit or Indiana. That's where I wanted to go.
Right.
So that's just in me.
Right.
But then when no teams wanted me,
You
after
go
that,
wherever.
I didn't call back LeBron. So then the Lakers called. I said, I got to just go because I don't know if I'm going to get a contract.
Right.
But it's not in me to play with anyone.
Right.
Because I've chewed a lot of people in the game. Like I bust a lot of people's ass.
Right.
I don't need to play with All-Star at all.
Now, in that soundbite, Shannon Sharpe was asking Ron Artest about his career and would he ever join LeBron James? And he said, listen, LeBron contacted me once and he asked me to play with him, and he was just like, I just can't do it. I just can't do it. I can't play with these dudes, right? Because I'm too competitive. I want to bust their what. And Shannon Sharpe was like, but you do know you're not going to win an NBA championship. He's like, that's cool, whatever. I want to go against these dudes. And Shannon Sharpe looked so hurt. And the reason he looked so hurt was that he thought that all players felt the same way that, KD, LeBron, and these AAU guys feel. He thought that, okay, maybe Ron Artest will feel the same way. Okay, let's just buddy up. No, he's like, I don't want to join. He said the only reason he wanted to go play with Kobe was that no other team wanted him, so that was the only team that contacted him. So that's the reason he wanted to go play with Kobe Bryant. Also, he mentioned that he wanted to, help him out later on down in his career. But I think the comments that Ron Artest made basically exposes, I think, at the root of why some of these players and some people don't like Giannis Antetokounmpo for the comments that he made after he won his NBA championship. Remember, Giannis Antetokounmpo stepped to the lectern and he said, when they were asking him about his journey, he said, it would have been easy for me to go join a super team, do my role, play my part, and win an NBA championship. He said that would have been the easy thing to do. That would have been the simplest thing for me to do. Instead, I stuck to it. I stayed here. We kept going back at it until we ultimately broke through. He said, this is the way you do it. Excuse me. This is the way you do it. And he was emphatic about it. This is how you do it. This is how you do it. And I think those statements rubbed a lot of people wrong. Some people said, listen, he's taking a shot at James Harden. I said, why the hell? James Harden has no track record of joining a super team in which he joined. And as a result of him joining that super team, he was able to win an NBA championship. He never did that. So I don't know why the hell he would be addressing a guy that has never accomplished the thing that he's talking about. I think he was talking about players that have done that on purpose and that have actually been able to win championships. In this case, I think he was talking about Kevin Durant, and I think he was talking about LeBron James and these guys. Now, some people say no, that can't be the case, and some people try to say, well, listen, KD and these guys like it. Listen, we can see through it. Like for the American audience, I heard some people say, oh, this guy's not American. I don't know what the hell some people are talking about, referring to me. I'm not American. I don't know what the hell these people are talking about. Maybe they were there at the hospital when I was born in Maryland, but maybe these guys know, right? There's a lot of clown things going on out there. People talking about this guy's not. I don't know. Anyway, I think that Giannis represents the end of this buddy NBA. Let's just face it. Giannis Antetokounmpo is he's the opposite of that. He has a totally different upbringing, and I think some people are having difficulties relating to him because it's quite interesting. There's somebody that wasn't born in the States has a throwback player mentality. He wasn't born in the States, but he's thinking like the Reggie Millers, the Michael Jordans. Reggie Miller said, if you call me to go play, I'll tell you, go screw yourself. These older players they wanted to go at guys, and they would go, join them later on in their careers when there was nothing else. Like Carmelo Anthony, for example. Carmelo Anthony's at the tail end of his career, so nobody's talking about Carmelo Anthony joined the Super. He's going to retire soon, right? And I think Giannis is a throwback player, and I think it rubs a lot of modern day dudes the wrong way. Because let's just face it, a lot of modern day guys are. This new group of guys, not all of them, but this new generation of guys are amongst the most sensitive group of males in the history of the world. The most sensitive. It's like their emotion. They wear their emotions on their sleeve. Everything is a slight. Everything is a diss. If you say one thing, you criticize him. You talking about, like, I just feel like he's talking to that mentality. Quit it with this buddy thing. Let's go out there and let's see who's the best, right? And I think that's what Giannis was talking to, and I think that's what Ron Artest was able to highlight in his comments, because essentially, him and Giannis said the exact same thing. They said the exact same thing, and Giannis was able to go out there and accomplish it at a high level. I think is also one of the reasons that maybe some people have some issues with a Kawhi Leonard. I've heard a lot of nonsense being spewed out there. People are talking about Kawhi. Listen, you can say whatever you want about Kawhi. You can say whatever you want. But you know what? Kawhi Leonard went to the Toronto Raptors and in one season delivered that organization a championship, an organization that had never been to the NBA Finals. You can't take that off his record. He was not playing with another superstar. For all of the dweebs out there that try to bring that, who was the superstar Kawhi Leonard was playing with? Pascal Siakam, Kyle Lowry, like, cut it out. He went out there, he won that championship. He was the man. Nobody expected him to do it, and that one championship is more impressive than a lot of the championships you'll see won by a lot of players these days. That single championship, and is on par with the championship that Giannis Antetokounmpo won. And this is the reason why maybe some people or some players or some people in the media don't like to get along with it, because Kawhi Leonard basically said the same thing. Now, listen, Kawhi did, when he joined the Clippers, he wasn't stupid. He was like, I'm not going to go to a team just by myself. I'm going to get myself another all-star, but that's normal, a duo. But I don't see Kawhi Leonard joining a super team. Otherwise, he would have done the exact same thing when he had the opportunity to join LeBron James and Russell Westbrook. I mean, LeBron James and Anthony Davis. He didn't do it. Russell Westbrook did it. So these dudes, I think Kawhi, these guys are throwbacks. These guys are throwbacks. These guys want the challenge, and I'm glad that Ron Artest was able to highlight that. Now, this is gonna irritate some people, but hey, don't take it up on me. Take it up with the people that said it. So these are my thoughts and opinions, and what I want to know from you guys is, what do you think about this? What do you think about the comments that Ron Artest had to make? What do you think? How do you think that relates to Giannis Antetokounmpo? What do you think about what I said about Kawhi Leonard? And what do you think about guys being ultra sensitive for no damn reason these days? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Again, if you enjoyed the video, be sure you go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we drop our content. Once again, this is Charles here from Dreamerspro, wishing you guys an amazing day, and catch you guys on the next episode. Peace.